Since the last video, we have played 3 games. We'll recap those in a sec. We are taking on Watford and Brentford today in the Premier League and then the EFL Cup. We have had the draw, bizarrely, for the quarter-final, actually, of the EFL Cup. And we will be at home to Northampton Town or Wolverhampton Wanderers should we get through against Brentford today. So we started off after the Everton game with a good 4-0 win over Nantes, who you may remember beat Qarabag 8-1 on match day 1 in the Europa League. We put them to the sword with a 4-0 win, Zuma, Gym City and a Boga brace. We then went away to Brighton and we lost 1-0, ex-West Ham legend Jonathan Calleri getting the only goal with a good header. We probably should have had a point out of it, but we just weren't clinical enough, and it's a disappointing one. And with that, of course, the manager of the month went down the toilet. But then the big result, we went 1 better than Nantes, technically 2 better because we kept a clean sheet, and we beat Qarabag 9-0. It was a ridiculous performance. Nobody got a hat-trick. Bizarrely, Said Benrahma and Ruben Loftus-Cheek got a brace each, and then there were goals for Adeyemi, Vlahovic, Alvarez, which was his first for the club, Mady Camara and James Tarkowski. Villarreal are keeping pace as best they can. They've only scored 5 goals. We have scored 13. And look at that. Poor goal Qarabag have conceded 21 goals so far. That is ridiculous. So yes, we are taking on bottom club Watford. We have dropped to 7th due to results going on so far. Watford have only got 1 point. They've lost 10 out of 11. Their point was at home on, I think, match day 2. So yeah, they're not in good form at all. And then, as I say, Brentford at home. So 2 home games. I'm expecting 2 wins. I think we've got the team all sorted and all picked. Declan Rice, Vlasic, Souček, our original 3 in midfield. Adeyemi's back in the starting lineup. He came off the bench against Qarabag. Dusan Vlahovic is really starting to impress me now. Julian Alvarez keeps his place after scoring. Jeremy Boga is out injured. So that is the reason for that. And of course, we've got the Brentford game coming up in a few days' time. So it's a little bit of rotation. Nothing major. I mean, there are 6 changes from that Qarabag game, but that was playing like Andre Kolar and we played Issa Diop in centre-back, and, you know, it was just basically a little bit of rotation, getting a little bit of fitness. You know how it goes. You play a weaker team, you do these things, don't you? So we will... Oh, wow. That went down well. Get back up to what the press are saying about you. That went really well. Team of Purple Patch. Do you hope your team can produce? Yes. If we don't beat the bottom club at home, I will be very, very upset. Very, very upset. Nikola Vlasic goes all the way back to the keeper. We're only 5 minutes in. Would be a dream start if we got the goal. Julian Alvarez. Oh, I didn't think... Oh, Adeyemi scored! Oh, in Vindal with the cross. And Adeyemi scored. I didn't think... I thought the pass had been sold a little bit short out wide there. When Alvarez knocks it back. Look, for all the word, that defender should have got it first, doesn't it? But what a cross that is. And Adeyemi. Come on, 2-2. It's his 3rd of the season. Little bit stop-start for him. Vlahovic obviously has come in and taken that central striker role a little bit. Brentford 3, Brighton 3 in one of the earlier kickoffs. They're in the 82nd minute in their game. Everton have scored at Wolves. That Brighton equaliser is a little bit annoying. And it's 4-4. What a game at the Brentford Community Stadium. I'll take a little bit of that when you come to our place. Oh, Vlasic! Oh! Hit the woodwork. I don't think the keeper got a touch. We are all over them at the minute. They have Andre Villas-Boas in charge still. There is a club that have just sacked a manager. I think it's Villa. I think Villa have just sacked Chris Wilder. And Marco Silva, the Fulham manager, is the favourite to take over. But at the moment, Andre Villas-Boas, I mean, he could be gone after this game if we win. But 1 point from 11 coming into this. I'm surprised he hasn't been sacked yet. Especially at Watford. That's a good ball forward, but Zuma alive to it. Tarkowski. who has kind of overtaken Jim City in my my central defence at the moment. And Adeyemi's played a great ball forward. Oh, it's a terrible mix-up. And Dusan Vlahovic puts it away for 2-0. He is definitely settled now. I think in his first 4 games, he had 1 assist, and I think that was in his 4th appearance. But now he is starting to put the ball in the back of the net. Oh, it was poor. That was poor from the keeper. He came out and just wasn't decisive. Vlahovic gets it past him. And that should settle it. Alvarez isn't looking happy at the minute. A bruised knee, but he hasn't got the injured symbol, so we'll let him go. And if I need to, I'll bring Benrahma on at half-time. But he's recovering. But he's not looking great. So I think we'll take Alvarez off at half-time. It's a shame because he's just... I mean, I hope he's not actually looking like he's injured. So it might just be a 1 or 2 day thing. He'd probably... I mean, he's kind of first choice at the minute. So he probably would have... He probably would have sat out the Brentford game anyway. But we'll bring Benrahma on for the second half. Everyone else is looking pretty good. Let's go, boys. Do I drop an early... No, we won't drop an early praise. If we go 3-0 up here, we'll drop a praise. As long as we don't concede here, I think we'll drop a praise. Vindal with a big header. Benrahma's going to chase it. And he's going to get to it as well. Sierralta gave it up, and Adeyemi has thundered a header in, and he is banging form, and he's playing out on the right wing, and he is scoring goals. I think every single one of his goals has come when he's been out on that right wing. Sierralta came out there. I mean, he should have just cleaned that out. Benrahma with his weaker foot, and Adeyemi sneaks in front of his man. It's a super goal. It really is. It's a brilliant goal. And we can drop that praise in there now. Vlasic can come off, I think, for probably Fornals. Yeah, we'll give Fornals a game. Because he hasn't played for a little while, Pablo Fornals. So on he comes, and we've got 1 left. Which is possibly not really sure at the minute, looking at that. Super performance. Following up big wins in the Europa League at home. Oh, and Adeyemi for the hat-trick! Oh, yes! Come on! I think that's our first hat-trick of the season. Who played the ball over? Souček. Lovely ball. On his weaker foot. In that near post. 4-0 against Nantes. 9-0 against Karabag. 4-0 and counting against Watford. This is just beautiful. Ozan Kabak has come on for them. He's going to change the game, isn't he? He's going to sort it all out for them. Who do we want to take? Adeyemi would be the obvious choice for Jared Bowen, maybe. Because then I could possibly play Adeyemi. I've got to think about I'm thinking about the striker situation going into the Brentford game. I mean, I imagine Vlahovic will be recovered. He'll be fine. But Adeyemi can play up front if I need him to. I'm thinking more about Alvarez, who is a striker as well. But depending if he's out for a few days, he might not be ready for that game. So, and it gives Adeyemi a standing ovation, doesn't it? And it gives Jared Bowen a few minutes as well. Souček. Oh, I thought Bowen was going to get to that. Are we going to get 5? I'll be amazed if Watford don't make a managerial change after this. Sufal Vlahovic! Yes! He's got one, another one. On to 9 for the season for Dusan Vlahovic. It's 5-0. Is that the best one? Could be the best one we've scored this game. Just because it's outside the box. No backlift at all, is there, on that? One touch and bang. Could he get the hat-trick? Not enough stoppage time, there's only 2 minutes. Get in. 14 goals scored in our last 2 home games. That is phenomenal. you have blown them away. Adeyemi, you got a hat-trick. It was spectacular, and you deserved a breather. And you know what? We're going to have a little word with Dusan as well. Just because he was superb. Possibly his best performance. Watford's poor recent form give you the belief we could win. Yeah, look at all these defeats there. I mean, they got hammered by Liverpool and Chelsea, and I thought we'll win. But to put 5 past them, absolutely, just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. It puts us back up to 6th. Spurs are just annoying. They're there with that game in hand. They're always there. Brentford 4, Brighton 4. So it's allowed us, after we lost at Brighton, they've dropped points, and it's allowed us to get back in and catch them up a bit. Wolves got a massive, massive win. And let's see, before we head to Brentford, surely... Ooh. Evan and Dicker would be a superb signing for the future. Okay. Surely Watford have sacked their manager. They've got to have done. He is still there at the minute. I mean, that's just mental. Let's see what happens then as we head towards the Brentford game. He cannot survive after that. Amazingly, he hasn't been sacked yet. He is very insecure, as you can see, along with Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool and Antonio Conte at Arsenal, and Bruno Lage at Wolves is precarious. We have Neil Harris and Sean Derry in the Championship, very insecure. In terms of myself, I am, at the moment, very secure. So, happy with that. The only job in the Premier League that is available is that Villa job, and it is Marco Silva who's the favourite. So we'll see what happens. We have 3 games going on today. Liverpool and Man United at home to Norwich and Chelsea. Those are massive, massive games. Have we had the game that... No, it doesn't look like... Because we play Northampton or Wolves. Oh, they're playing on the day after us in their game. So we will find out then who we get. But we'll worry about that later because it's in the new year, the next round, so it's not a massive issue. The big team news is that Dusan Vlahovic is dropping to the bench because he's not fit enough to start, really. So I'm going to play Julian Alvarez up front because he didn't pick up any sort of knock. There was no injury report for him after the game. Todd Cantwell comes in on the left wing because Jeremy Boga's injured and Said Benrahma is suspended to play against his former club. So Todd Cantwell, who hasn't really featured, is unhappy at the minute. I can't remember why. He feels he's been unfairly treated. It might be because he didn't get registered for the Europa League, possibly. That might be it. We're going Mady Camara, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mario Pasalic in midfield. I was going to go really strong because we've got 10 days till our next game after this. There's an international break. But there's players that are not really fit enough, a bit like Vlahovic, Vlasic, Suchik, Rice. They're all struggling a little bit. So if I started them, I would have maybe only got an hour out of them. And I don't want to be starting with players that I know I'm going to have to take off. Because knowing my luck, I'll get 2 other players injured during a game and then it just won't happen. It just, the whole plan goes down the toilet. Make sure we win. Didn't go down particularly well. Always important to score goals. Nobody escapes rotation. Right, we're good to go. What are Brentford doing? They've got Ivan Toney and Brian Mbeumo up front. It's a back 3 for them. Early corner for Brentford and headed in by Dan Burn. Solly March with the assist. I was confused there. Who are we playing? Brentford or Brighton? Not happy that we've gone down so early. Okay, let's drop and encourage. Let's have the latest scores up. Man United has got an early goal against Chelsea. For some reason, I mean, we've had... This is our 3rd tie in 2 seasons in the EFL Cup. They've all been at home. The other 2 against Burnley in the last season, and this season's against Leeds. They finished 2-2 and gone to penalties. We've struggled all the time. Kurt Zuma's looking a bit rough at the minute. And I've just realised, how do I not have a defender on the bench? Where's Tarkowski? Where's Diop? Why are they not on the bench? Oh, God. Wow, we are not doing well here. Let's berate the whole team. Liverpool are ahead in their game. Aaron Cresswell's struggling now, and again, we don't have... This is not good. We don't... Oh, and Zuma's off. Oh, for the love of God, it is going to absolute... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Cantwell off. And then we're going to have Julian Alvarez as shadow striker. That always seems to work quite well when I do it. And obviously Cantwell's going to have to come off for Declan Rice, who is perfectly capable of playing as a centre-back. I just didn't want to be doing it this early. Aaron Cresswell struggling as well. Adeyemi's struggling. Why is everybody struggling? Oh, it's hit the bar. I thought it was headed off the line. We'll drop it to balanced. I want a much better display. I can't believe Kurt Zuma's got sent off. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. Way to come back down to earth with a bump, eh? After a wonderful performance against Wolves. Adeyemi's going to have to come off. But he's my striker. I mean... I suppose we can bring Vlahovic on for half an hour. He might be able to do something. But I mean, if we get anywhere, if we get anything now, if we even get it to penalties with 10 men, I'd be absolutely delighted. But I just can't see it. Oh, Cresswell. I mean, this is a competition I want to win. And it's 2-0. There's no way that's getting... Well, maybe it could do. It depends who it bounced off. But I think it's going to count. And I think we're 2-0 down. Yeah, we are. I mean... Yeah. 2-0. Fuming. All I can do is encourage. We're down to 10. I can't do anything else. Merritt thumps it long, looking for Vlahovic. Oh, he's going to get in behind. Cooper's missed it. Oh, for God. You can't miss those chances when you get through. Oh. You just cannot miss those chances, Dusan. There's not an awful lot I can... There's not an awful lot I can do to try and salvage it. If it was 1-0, I probably would just put everyone in their half of the pitch, but there's just nothing I can really do here. It's just hope that this tactic gets us through, but I mean, 11v11, we didn't look like doing anything, to be honest. Something about this competition, we just don't like it. I wanted to win this cup, this trophy this season. Especially when you consider... Oh, he's going to be offside there, Vlahovic. Surely. I mean, the assistants run off as if he's happy with it, but he looked like he was miles off there. Oh, he's given! He's into double figures. He looked like he was miles off. Do you know what? I'm not sure he wasn't. Oh, now what do I do? This would be ridiculous if we get another one to 2-2 and penalties. Oh, I mean, the only problem is I can't make any more substitutions, and none of the players, really, other than Fornals, are capable of playing as wingers. So unless I just put them up here as attacking midfielders, maybe no. Do you know, we'll just go as it is and maybe drop an encouraging. Wow, Man United, Chelsea went to penalties and went to a lot of penalties, and it looks as though Chelsea have got through. Oh, we're going to go out. That's annoying. That's annoying, especially when you consider Vlahovic missed that one-on-one as well. I've got to say I'm proud of your efforts. I can't really do anything else. We had a player sent off. I really thought that was one that we could, especially when you got Wolves or Northampton and another home tie in the next round. That's what stings. That's what really, really stings. But the red card, yes, probably sealed our fate. But we were second best 11v11. So you've just got to take it on the chin. All we can do is go all out for the Europa League and wait for that FA Cup to come around now. So the plan is now. How is it looking in the Europa League? We're 3 games in. The next 2 should see us through, as we've got Qarabag and Villarreal. So I think what we'll do is, I think I'll do Sheffield United and Qarabag off camera, and we'll come back and do Villarreal and Newcastle. I think we'll do that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Right. Smash a like on this one, guys. We won the first game 5-0. Smash a like. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Let me know in the comments as well how many we're going to put past Qarabag away from home. We put 9 past them at home. Yeah, and come back for Villarreal and Newcastle. Can't wait. See you soon.